Vyas Media Network.
Talking about Nepali women, yeah,
Let's do that.
Whole different conversation by itself, right? But women now are supposed to be super women, right? Kind of expected. Before it was you were mostly at home,
Right.
where if you had the opportunity to even work, now you're expected to have full-time careers, but you're also expected to bear the load. You're supposed to be there when there's a kids issue, when there's a family commitment, support system. So take care of everything. Even if you don't do certain things anymore because you don't want to, sometimes just because of the whole societal conditioning and the way people talk, you tend to get guilty about, oh, I'm not doing this.
Right.
Am I not good enough, or am I not being able to manage my time, or what do people think about me, or things like that, right? That self-doubt does creep in, irrespective of how confident you are. I'm sure most people do it. What is something that, if you had to advise me, I'm not even talking about advising everyone else, right? That how do you talk to yourself and tell yourself that, no, it's okay, don't feel guilty about it, this is worth it? Because I've realized that, people tell me, oh, it's okay for you. You're just doing this and you don't care about the other things. And on the outside, sometimes you don't care. But sometimes when too many people are constantly telling, then that self-doubt does come in as to, how to do it. And I'm sure it comes up in a lot of confident women.
Of course.
As to, oh, I am not managing it well enough, or I am missing
and
this.
People make a point to tell you. Right? That's the thing as well.
Very subtly slip it.
Right. Theo is happens all the time. I remember also recently, somebody was... a week ago or so, somebody was asking me, "Timro husband le timlai kasari yesto kaam garna dincha?" Like, think about that, right? And it's like, so that always happens. One thing, what's true is I don't believe in the superwoman thing.
Yeah.
And I think too many women have lied on camera and on stage. Okay?
Like I say, I don't want to be a superwoman.
And it's like such BS, okay? Because when I was a young mother and all of that, I used to hate people on stage. One, like, I hate that केटीहरुलाई त्यो question सोध्छ.
Yeah.
And two, and they would just lie to our faces. Okay?
Yeah.
They would say, "Oh, I'm able to manage both, and with proper time management, you can do both."
You can't.
You can't.
I mean, you can with the proper help and support system, or people.
But not everybody has it.
Not everyone has it, right? It is not like everyone has it.
And I think even with everything there are compromises. Okay? But nobody tells you that these compromises are also okay. Yeah. त्यो is fine. So मलाई चाहिँ one thing, again, not intentional when I started, but one thing that is super excited as we're building this, and especially the work we're doing in Nepal, is the unintended, but a good sort of things that we're hoping to do, right? Is actually even having conversations like this. Okay? That's it. That it's normal to have your work, your family, and also your time where you are able to really focus on yourself. You focus on your personal, professional growth. Really, it does not mean that you're selfish, right?
Yeah.
It means that you're actually really intentional. We need to normalize these kind of conversation. Yeah. So, mero advice to you is... don't listen to all these BS thought leaders that tell you that, oh my God, you can have it all of it. There are compromises. I think it's also really important to figure out, you can't have it all. And I think it's okay to, get support as needed. I think that because we have that burden, oh my God, as a working wife or working mom or something, I'm supposed to do it, right? I'm supposed to, I can do it as well, right? But you are, and you should be allowed to say, okay, I'm struggling here. This is where I need help. This is more important to me. Just even having those conversations with family. Okay? I think there is, so many layers. One, society ko tesai pani cha. Two, our self-doubt, imposter syndrome. And then third is like our inability to ask for help. Okay?
Yeah. You mentioned selfish. I've had a lot of people around me tell me that I'm extremely selfish. I'm only thinking about myself and my career. Or I don't have to worry because I don't have to take care of home because I'm working, right? And then, like you're saying, you might think that, I want to prioritize this. But then when it keeps coming at you, at some point, you're just like, you start feeling guilty about it.
I know. It is, and the system is meant to make you feel like that, right? Now, but think about it. If it was a supportive environment, more women would thrive, right? Yeah. Why do we still 2024 we're still having this conversation? Because it's not meant to be like that, right? But अहिले आएर सोच्दा चाहिँ I think the selfish women, the difficult women, the loud women भन्नु पर्ला are the ones that are making a difference, right? So it's okay.
Vyasa Media Network.